Oh, good morning. It's very early, very dark. The choral works of William Byrd, another great Renaissance chorister, um, stand as a testimony to yet another person's devotion and their faith as a Catholic. Yeah. Anyway, Thomas Tallis, William Byrd. I enjoy the music of both of these great men. And I will not be dissuaded from enjoying it thoroughly. It's just great music. And it does occur to me indeed, a lot of people in the American evangelical fundamentalist movement, particularly those of the, how shall we say, Christian nationalist variety, like to pretend that any criticism of their appallingly bad behavior is somehow an attack against Jesus. It's not. Nobody is attacking Jesus when we call you an asshole. It's not Jesus, it's you. It's the same thing with Christianity. We're not attacking Christianity. We're calling you out because you are an asshole. And it's not about Christians, it's about you. You are an asshole. You are a horrible person. But that's just you. You, that one obnoxious evangelical fundamentalist fanatic who insists on being rude, arrogant, nationalistic, and deeply fascistic, which is why we refer to your bullshit as Christo-fascism. It's not that we're calling Christianity Christo-fascism. It's that we're calling your particular brand of it Christo-fascism because it fucking is. You have basically taken Christianity and perverted it into this most profoundly un-Christian concoction of nationalism, racism, classism, and just general bigotry. And you've taken everything, every word that is attributed to Jesus, and you said, that's woke. We don't want that. We don't want that woke garbage. Get rid of it. And instead, you've embraced the gospel of Donald J. Trump. The gospel of Donald J. Trump. I want you to think about that term, the gospel of Donald J. Trump. Yeah. Oh. You may have noticed I came inside because it is fucking cold out there. It is late November. Nobody has a problem with Jesus. Nobody has a problem with your Christ. Nobody has a problem with him. We like him. We like him. We wish that you would be more like him. We do. We really do. He was a great guy. He was exactly the kind of person we would invite over a barbecue. Hey, Jesus, come on over. We're having some grilled lamb, and we're going to break out a couple bottles of good wine. Come on over, come on over. Bring a salad. Hey, bring Mary, too. Bring Mary Magdalene. I hear she makes a great potato salad, too. Bring her. Yeah, okay, come on. We're going to play some music. Yeah. Absolutely. That's who we are, you know? But you, the American evangelical Christo-fascist, we don't want you at our party. We don't. We like mainstream Christians because these are good people. They do good works. They contribute to the community. They're out there volunteering at the soup kitchen. I've worked alongside of them at the soup kitchen. These are great people. They do what I do. They help. They don't stand there pontificating about how much better they are than you. Better they are than the poor people. They get out there and they help. They get down on their hands and knees beside a struggling addict and they say, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna pull through. Just keep fucking breathing. You've got this. I've seen them do it. They don't sneer contemptuously down upon the broken and the addicted like you do. Why should they? They're decent people. They are, let's be honest, the polar fucking opposite of you. Can I say that? I can say that. Nobody has a problem with Jesus. Nobody has a problem with mainstream Christianity. Pardon me. Nobody has a problem with the Bible. It's just another book. I happen to have 3 copies, 3 different versions, well read and well annotated and cross-referenced against each other. It's a very nice book. The parts that are attributed to Jesus, in one of them, they're all typed out in red, and in the other 2, I've got them underlined in red. These are the parts of the Bible that I look at and say, yeah, this is good shit, you know? This is really good shit. The Beatitudes. Blessed are the peacemakers. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for justice. Blessed are the merciful. Blessed are the meek. Blessed are the compassionate. Nowhere does it say, blessed are the filthy rich. Nowhere. It's not in there. This was not a fucking oversight. There is no blessed are the billionaires. There is no blessed are the white people. It's not there. I know. I read it in multiple fucking versions. Yeah. So here's your problem. You don't want to be called a Christo-fascist. Honestly, I don't want to call you a Christo-fascist. But if you're going to behave like a fascist and then invoke Jesus as your justification for your un-Christ-like behavior, you're a Christo-fascist. And it's not because you love Jesus. Indeed, you don't. And we both know this. If Jesus showed up at your church, you'd be the first one on the phone screaming for national security and for ICE to come along and get this dirty, illegal alien. This dirty terrorist who's spewing communism and wokeism. Yeah. You'd be the first one on your phone dialing for those bastards. You'd be howling for Kristi Noem to personally come down and shoot this bastard and his dog. That's what you would do if Jesus showed up at your church. If Jesus showed up at my barbecue, I'd give him a chair. Here you go. Sit down. Join us. Have fun. We're enjoying ourselves. That's the difference between me and you. You're a Christo-fascist. I'm an atheist. You regard Christianity as weakness and wokeness, except when it's your version of it. I regard Christianity as just another religion. And then I turn around and I look at the individual people and say, this is a good person, this is a good person, this is a good person, this is a good person. The fact that they happen to be Christian is irrelevant. The Muslim is also a good person. The Jew is also a good person. The Buddhist is also a good person. That Muslim there, and that Jew there, and that Buddhist over there, and that Muslim over there, and that Jew over there. They're all good people. Along with that Christian, and that Christian, and that Christian, and that Christian, and that Christian, they're good people. But you are not a good person, because you are a Christo-fascist. Not because you're a Christian, but because you're a fascist who uses Christianity as a cover for your bullshit. And you completely disregard the Beatitudes and my absolute favorite verse from Matthew, whatsoever thou dost unto these mine brethren, that also thou dost unto me. Those are the words attributed to Jesus, the guy you're pretending to worship, even as you despise every principle that he expresses. Yeah. Something to think about. You reject every word that Jesus is supposed to have said. And instead, as I've said before, you open the gospel of Donald J. Trump. Yeah. And the gospel of Donald J. Trump says, yeah, screw them. I got mine. Yeah. That's your gospel. I like Jesus. I like Jesus as a character. He is a good character. If he was a real person, he is exactly the kind of person I would invite over to barbecue. Yeah. Bring some curried fucking lamb with you, dude. Come on. Yeah, curried lamb. That sounds good. Yeah. Curried lamb and a bottle of wine. Jesus has a seat at the table at my barbecue. He shows up, he gets a seat. Jesus shows up at your church. You've got your phone out and you're calling Christy Noem in person saying, come here and shoot this damn dirty Arab terrorist who's talking all this woke nonsense. Yeah. That's the difference between you and me. You're a Christo-fascist. You're a terrible person. And you honestly believe that Jesus would support you in your bullshit. And that's because you've never read your fucking Bible. I suggest you crack open your Bible and read it. Look for the words specifically attributed to Jesus. Read those words. Read about the part where he kicks the money changers out of the temple. Yeah, the money changers, that's capitalism. That is capitalism. Jesus is kicking the capitalists out of the church. You're welcoming them. You're welcoming them. You're welcoming the people that Jesus said, get the fuck out of my Father's house. Yeah. You're saying, come on in. We like you. Yeah. Then there are the Beatitudes. Again, blessed are the meek, blessed are the poor, blessed are the humble, blessed are the peacemakers. There is no, as I said before, blessed are the billionaires. It's not in there. There is no blessed are the bigots. There is no blessed are the homophobes. There is no blessed are the rich suburbanites. There is no blessed are the people who drive big SUVs to the corner store to get another super big gulp drink. There is no blessed are them. There should be a blessed are the fucking pedestrians. Come on, folks. Can we make one little edit? Blessed are the pedestrians. Yeah, blessed are the pedestrians. And blessed are the buskers. And blessed are the street vendors. And blessed are the beggars. Blessed are those at the bottom, struggling to survive day by day. But no, there is no blessed are the comfortably rich. There is no blessed are the powerful and privileged. And there is no blessed are the bigoted and hateful. So I'm afraid you've been left out. You've been left out. And of course, in the book of Matthew, that one lovely passage, again, whatsoever thou dost unto these mine brethren, read it for yourself, that also thou dost unto me. That's your Jesus supposedly talking, and he's talking to you, dumbass. He's talking to you. He's not talking to me. I understand and appreciate where he's coming from with this, because I've reached out to people who were the least of my brethren. I've made sure they had a hot meal. I've made sure they had a bowl of chili and a cup of coffee. I've sat with them as they were struggling, coming down from meth, from fentanyl, from crack, from whatever fucking drugs they were on. I've sat with them as they were coming down off of that high and watched them crash. And I've picked up the pieces. I've picked up the mess, and I've said, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And I've given them that big hug that says, you have people on your side. You have people who care. And what have you said when you saw them? Did they ever come to your church? Maybe they know better. Maybe they know how they're going to be greeted. With cell phones and guns. Yeah. They're not going to show up on your church door. Because they already know they'll be rejected. But they've got a place at my barbecue. Same as Jesus. And the same as you, if you can learn to stop being such a fucking dick. Something to think about. Something to think about.